Yo, what's the word? It's your boy 16. If you like the content on this channel, I want to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell for post notifications. Also, I got a website at www.16shoutoutsvisualz.com. But that's enough of me talking. Let's get to what y'all came to see. What's the word? Let people know you got 16 Shout on Visualz.
You already know what the fuck it is, man. It's the boy Wacko drummer.
For sure, for sure. Welcome to 16 Shout on Visualz, my boy.
You know that. What's up, brother?
First thing I want to ask you is, like, where you from? Well, no, we didn't get to that. I'm going to ask you about your name and shit. Like, you know, where you get your name from? Was it like somebody gave to you, or like where it come from?
Trenches.
So, I guess shit.
Yeah. You know how that go.
Yeah, but you know, let people know where you from and shit like that.
I'm from the Hundreds, man. You already know. Wow, 115th Street to be exact.
I'm so crazy. Speaking of your name, when I was in the county, like in Cermak, I was hearing your name. I think you was in there around the same time.
What year? Around what year?
2015.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was in there.
So it was crazy because, you know, I didn't even know you by that name. I knew you by another name. I don't know if you want to say it so I can say it on camera, but like, my rapper was like, nah, that's so-and-so.
Yeah.
Like, man, they ain't there to talk about. But they speaking highly of you type shit, long story short, you know?
You know that.
Hell yeah. But speaking on like your neighborhood and where you from and shit like that, is that where you was like originally from, like from a kid type shit?
Yeah, man, I've been over that shit my whole life, bro. Since shit, back and forth, the projects to shit, them blocks. I've been there since shit forever. That's where it started at.
So how was that for you, you know, growing up in a neighborhood like that? Like, if you know, what you been at since a shorty, I know you probably seen certain changes, shifts from like when you were a kid to now.
And like, you know, it used to be lit though. You know, the trenches used to be lit. Like, this shit, it was way different than it is right now. You know, this shit fucked up right now.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but everything like, shit, you really just gotta adapt, you feel? You gotta adapt to that shit.
Okay.
So that's really all it was.
So, you know, coming up as a shorty, seeing like all the shit that's going on, like, when you get into the streets, were you aware, like, the conscious decision that you was making, like, I'm getting in this shit, or was it like you just outside kidding with your friends, and then you wake up and shit real one day?
For me, it was a little bit of both, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got, on one foot, you got my homies, you know, we badass little shorties, you know, into all type of shit, doing whatever we doing, blah, 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 the skill. But then, you know, you got me, I was attracted to that shit too, you know, like that's what I wanted to do. Like I liked it, that shit. So it was like, I kinda was chasing that shit a little bit. Cause you know, that's how that shit be going sometimes though, like fucking on the little hoes, you know, all that type of little shit. Then, you know, shit just got to, really shit started getting real, you know. Once that shit started getting real and you already sucked into that shit, it'd be like, it ain't no time to make a choice no more. It's like, you know, you all in now.
Okay. Cause I remember, like, you know, we went to the same high school for people that don't know. So I remember, like, when you first came to the school, I think I seen you with like on house arrest bracelets, fighting gun cases, all type of shit, like before you even was in high school. So like, what age would you say you know, hopped into this shit?
Started doing badass shit, or like really hopped in the streets, like really started doing shit?
Well, we do
just
both.
Being
like,
bad?
Yeah, like.
I've been bad since I was a shorty gang. Like that was my shit, being bad. Being sneaky, being bad, that was my shit. But like really like, I ain't gonna count, gang. We was young, like me, Drew Down, you know, my brother C-Dot, like a lot of us, BD Eric Freedom, like a lot of us, like we was young, like all my homies really started catching their case, like murders, all that shit, 14, 15 years old, you know, and a lot of us either just not coming home or ain't came home yet, you know?
Oh,
a lot of us, so it's like, we was young, gang, like.
So, you know, how was your high school experience? Like going back to that, you know, we was talking about like, you was on the band and shit like that, so how was that band on house arrest and then going to school? Like, was you able to go outside and shit, or was just school and home?
Nah, you know, with that shit, like, you really be like me, I was on like supervision. So it really that's not a house arrest type of thing. That's really like, you gotta go to the crib. Really shit, that's really it. That's really it. You gotta, if they give you a curfew, some shit like that, you probably go in the crib at your curfew or whatever, but for the most part, like, crib, school, if you got some other shit going on, like little program, shit like that, you know, you could probably do that, but, you know, just juvenile little juvenile shit.
So, you know, what at that age happened around you that made you feel like, you know, you need to carry a gun and shit like that around, back then type shit?
Oh, it was on shit. BD, we was kicking ass for real. That's really, you know, that's how I really used to all start, like, finger bras, like, school shit, then, you know. Like me, I kinda always hung with motherfuckers a little older than me too, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like, I was always hanging with the older crowd when I was younger, like, so niggas who was my age, I really wasn't hanging with, you feel me? So they had me a little bit more advanced, you know what I'm saying? Like, 5th grade, shit like that, like, I wanna hang with the 8th graders, the freshmen, you know? Like, I wanna hang with the older niggas. By the time I hit high school, I wanna hang with the niggas who 30, 40, you know? Like, that's just how that shit was for me. So it was like, for real, like.
You know, how did that, do you feel like you've been around older people? Do you think it was more beneficial, or do you feel like it would have been better if you was around your age group?
Both. I feel like I gained a lot though. I gained a lot hanging with niggas older than me. That shit saved my life for real. Cause I got to see a lot of shit, you know, like a lot of shit play out. You know, like I got to see a lot of shit play out like before my time. So once I started getting older, I started being able to see shit like, all right, these niggas snakes or these niggas ain't right. Well, that ain't that ain't this, you know. I learned a lot of shit, but that shit fucked me up to an extent too, you know.
So
you getting sent out, you know, a lot of shit, like a lot of niggas you hear about, like a lot of niggas probably ain't got it in them to be like, man, I ain't gonna count like I used to be a send-off. Like me, I was a send-off, but I didn't know I was a send-off, you see what I'm saying? Cause I was just so loyal to niggas that it was like, at any given time, I'm ready to go. Nigga called me, man, whoa, I'm gone. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it was like, I started off just really being like that, you know, like really being a follower for real. Like I was a follower. I'm gonna say I was a follower because I was a leader, because I did my own thing, but I was a follower because I was blind to the fact that motherfuckers was manipulating me, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't know, like they seen I was ready to go, so they just really just used to put the cables on me, like, and I had so much love for these niggas that I'm gone, I'm doing it out my heart, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't know like these niggas really using me, you feel me?
So you know what clicked in your head one day that made you realize that a lot of this shit probably people using you because you're younger and don't know no better?
That shit ain't really click on me, gang, till I got a little older, probably like 18, I got booked for some drumming and shit, you know, whatever. Some niggas told on me, blah, blah, to skip all that, whatever. But like, the same niggas I was out here stepping for, you know, like, they wasn't out, you know, like, I started learning shit about niggas, like, damn, all this time, this nigga was the police, or all this time, this nigga really a bitch. I'm out here going to war for this nigga, all this time, he really a hoe, you know what I'm saying? All this time, we into it over some bitches, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't know, like, you feel me? Like, I'm out here into it with some niggas, cause you mad at this nigga over a bitch, you see what I'm saying? Like, shit like that, like, and I never knew, gang. Yeah. Now I'm locked up, I'm sitting that bitch, fighting the rest of my life. Niggas ain't putting no money on the phone, they ain't paying no lawyers, they ain't, you know, like nothing, sending me nothing on my books, like nothing. And it dawned on me like the shit that my mom and them used to tell me. Like, man, your brother, that's your friend. Your family, them your friends. You go to jail, like them niggas ain't gonna be there for you, they don't give no fuck about you, woo. You know, you couldn't pay me to believe that shit. I'm beating
I couldn't. Guys.
Yeah, this photo, like, hey, y'all tweaking, you feel what I'm saying? I'm ready to get into it with them about photo, man. Watch how you speak on photo, you know what I'm saying? But the whole time, it was legit though, you see what I'm saying? And it took me to go to jail and all that shit to really see, like, and then it's like I was wrapped up in all type of shit once I found he went to jail. So it was like, I really like, I ain't even supposed to be here talking to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really try to throw the book at me for real, like, for real. So it's like, and them niggas knew that. So once I got to sitting in that bitch and now I'm in the county, like years done went past, I'm still sitting in the county. I'm fighting for the rest of my life. And it's like, damn, these niggas still ain't here. Like, a motherfucker still ain't send me a little couple of dollars or still ain't putting on, you know? Like, and this shit for y'all. this shit ain't for me. I did this shit for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That shit just started to dawn on me. Like I started getting a little wiser, opening up to shit. Like I gotta be careful with the niggas I surround myself with, or the niggas I be ready to risk it all for. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause I got some shit in me that these niggas ain't got in them. I know what I'm gonna do when the time come. I know how I'm gonna come. These niggas ain't like that for real. See what I'm saying? So that was really it.
You mind on speaking exactly what you got locked up for? Cause I remember you said you was fighting some drama at like 18.
Yeah, man, some shit. You know that one shit. Some niggas, niggas got fucked up, shit like that.
You know, a lot of, like, I know you ain't trying to like be too bold and loud with this shit, but you know, a lot of fans really not gonna know. Like, I know, so me asking, I ain't even asking for me, I'm asking for the fans, but if you don't wanna really go into too much detail like the Zack charge, we could.
Man, they'll figure that shit out through the trenches, you know? All they gotta do is listen.
The fans ain't in the trenches. Nah, for sure. But speaking on like the experience, like what was going through your mind? Like knowing like, well, first of all, what was you facing? Like the time, not the charge.
Shit, forever. Forever, never wear.
Yeah. So you know, what was going through your mind? Like, did you believe it was over with?
Yeah, I thought it was over with. I ain't lose hope. I wouldn't say I believed it was over with, but I had so much shit going on, gang. Like every time I look up, they come snatching me up. You feel me? Snatching me up. New case, this, that, investigation, murder. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, and it's just like, damn. Like, and I'm young at the time, so at first it was fun to me. Like I'm in the county, I'm gang banging, I'm chasing that shit for real. Like, cause I ain't understand. Like, damn, these people really trying to lose me. You know, like I'm thinking, I'm used to Audi home, I'm going to jail. You know, little slaps on the wrist, I'm getting right back out. I know I'm finna get back. I'm finna be right back. But I ain't even paying attention. Like, damn, like this shit for real. And it started me to start going in there and seeing and being around niggas that's getting cracked. Man, natural life, 100 years, 200 years. I watched a nigga get 200, you know, like that shit started to hurt the body. Like, damn, on BD, they fighting the same shit as me. Let me see what the fuck going on for real. Like, let me see what's going on in real life. You know what I'm saying? So it was fucked up. Like, that shit just started, like, slowly but surely, like, that shit started to, like, wake me up a little bit.
So how was the overall jail experience, knowing all that on your mind? Like, did that make you, like, spaz out in jail? Or, like, how was you? Did you get along with people for the most part?
See, for the most part, like, if it wasn't like no ops for real, or you know, like nobody that killed one of my homies or no shit like that. Like me, I don't be chasing that shit. You know, like anything that really come to me, I let it come to me. Like I might see a nigga, you might be my op. I might see a op. Ooh, but most times I see my ops, they gonna be fanned out. Damn, what you want? Ooh, what up? What you want? Ooh, what up? You know, damn, you got woo number. You be talking to woo. Man, let me see your pictures. Man, I don't care about ops. You know, shit like that. But like, certain niggas, you know, you run across certain niggas that when you see them, you got a bump, or you know, like it's that when we see each other, woo. But like, it was other shit going on because it was still like structure in the county when I was in there too. So it was like, wasn't no like how they got all them cameras up now and all this shit. It wasn't on none of that, you know. So it was like a motherfucker been stabbed you up, like fucked you up. You know what I'm saying? Like behind you fucking up, or you on some weird shit. Like a motherfucker real life, you been died in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So like, you gotta focus on that every day. Then you gotta focus on your case. You probably got family, you might got kids out there, you know, like all type shit, like all that shit get the plague in your mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, so that shit really, it'll fuck you though. Like if you let it, that shit'll fuck your brain if you let it. So you really just gotta, situation like that, gang, the only thing you really can do is just try to stay ground, stay humble. Like me, I'm a humble motherfucker. Like I don't really be too rah-rah, too loud, you know, like that's just me though, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, I stayed to myself a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like I had a lot of homies from my block, you know what I'm saying? All that type of shit that was locked up and shit. So I was rotating with them niggas I know from other hoods, shit like that, whatever. But for the most part, I just be chilling.
So I seen you had a relationship with King Von. You could speak on like how y'all locked in?
Shit, like with Von, it's like, I've been knowing Von since we were shorties, you know? So it's like, it really like, me and Von had the same friend, like T.Roy and Von was best friends. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to motherfuckers who know, you know, T.Roy was my heart, that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how me and Von really got established, really, like, through T.Roy. Like we been knowing each other, seeing each other around, know mutual people. You know, our families know each other. Like I know motherfuckers in his family, know people in my family. Like we done been at certain events and shit growing up. You know, as shorties, you know, just being around mutual motherfuckers and shit. But like once we start getting to that age, like close to teenage years and shit, like that's when I really started like really getting a real relationship with him, for real.
So like
that's bro though.
Yeah. What was like something that you know made you gravitate towards him, type shit?
Well, Von is just like Von always been Von, you know, like Von ain't never like, in my eyes, in my opinion, like Von always been Von, like he different, you feel me? Like folks always been a stand-up nigga, you know?
Yeah.
Like anytime like that I been with bro or anything like that, like it always been, I know we gonna rock out, you feel me? Like I know what I'm gonna do, I know what he gonna do. I ain't gotta worry about, this ain't no nigga I gotta worry about is he gonna tuck, run, or fold, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, he a stand-up, he always been a stand-up nigga since I knew him, you know? Even since kids, like, folks always been a nigga with a backbone, you know? Like, he always been willing to go out on that limb, you know?
So,
and a lot of niggas wasn't like that. Like, niggas you got a lot of niggas that's like, you know how this shit go, gang. Like, a lot of niggas be quick to style some shit, throw a rock, you know, all that type of shit, but like, me, I always been one of them people that was like I spoke on earlier, I used to feel like I was the send-off, you know what I'm saying? But it was out my heart, you feel me? But like, I knew what I was gonna do. This a nigga who I met, and I got that same energy from him. Like, I know when shit hit the fan, out of his heart though, I know what he gonna do. You see what I'm saying? I know how he gonna come. Like it ain't never been nothing, like no jealous shit, like, niggas, you know, niggas be sneak dissing over bitches and, you know, like just all kind of shit. Like I never like really attracted no flaw out my boy, you know, so it just been like, I ain't never had nothing but the utmost for him.
That's so crazy because almost anybody ask about him, they all got that same type of story, like as far as like being authentic, being stand up, being thorough.
Yeah, like.
You don't hear too many people like that don't fuck with him. Got too many bad things to say. Like they might not want to say too much good, but they don't really.
Exactly. It ain't too much bad, you can say. Like you might not like a motherfucker like, oh, that's my op. Oh, most of the time, like even the op, you might hear a nigga be like, oh, that's my op, but yeah, that bitch, he valid, he get busy. Oh, shit like that. You know, it's just like, you gonna know what you know. You always got a few motherfuckers that might try to throw some salt here and there, you know, but the thorough shit gonna always outweigh, you know what I'm saying, the fuck shit, the fool shit. You feel me? But like, that's one nigga, like I say, V-Roy, rest in peace, you know, my brother, T.Roy, like them niggas that I never, ever, ever got them vibes off, you know, like it ain't never been nothing but mutual love, like it ain't never been nothing less, you feel me?
So where were you when you had got the news about Von passing?
I was in the crib when I was arrested, for real. I really, shit, just got off FaceTime with they ass, for real. Sitting in the crib, in my bed, shit. Woke up to like 30 missed calls. The bitch I was fucking with at the time, she in tears, she don't even know Von. This how you know like the effect was real, you know what I'm saying? Like my bitch at the time, like she ain't never met Von a day in her life, like she don't know nothing about Von. She crying tears, like real tears, like they just killed Von, woo, you know, like, and I damn near knocked this bitch out, like, bitch, what, you know, like, the fuck, like, cause I'm knowing what I know, like, I just got out FaceTime with them, like, nah, that ain't, nah, that ain't, bitch, that ain't nothing you just be saying, like, you know, like, that ain't just happen, you feel me? And she just like, nah, look at the internet, look at social media, man, bitch, folks are rap, you know, like, he booted up, like, he really that, so that could be anything for the internet, like, motherfucker just be saying anything, like, I tried everything in my power not to believe that shit, you know, like, that's the last thing I want to hear, it's like, 3, 4 in the morning, like I don't want to hear that shit. And I look at my phone, I got missed calls, see murder, eat all, like I got 1 million missed calls, and it's just like, damn, like something gotta be wrong. And I called my brother Murder, called C Murder, like, called him on the FaceTime, and he like, man, he gone. I'm like damn, like man, they just killed V-Roy, so, but I don't even wanna.
So did you ever get a chance to see that video? The surveillance footage?
Yeah, I seen that shit, man. I don't even really want to talk about that shit, gang.
No, I wasn't gonna ask about like the actual video, but I just seen an interview with I think it's called, I don't know if you know the dude Mav Hoffa. He got a show, but he interviewed Rowdy Rebel from GS9, Bobby Smurda homie.
Right.
And they spoke about it, and they basically, let me see, Rowdy Rebel was basically saying something like, he felt like Lil Tim ain't have to do that, but what he was basically saying, like, he ain't have to just come out shooting. Like, he could have came out and tried to break it up or something and not shoot right away. Like, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like even though you know like the relationship you got in, like, do you feel like that's what been on his side? He did what he was supposed to do, or did he take the wrong route?
Man, fuck that nigga, man. I don't even wanna, you know? Yeah. He did what he did, that shit is what it is, you know?
Yeah. Cause I heard what Rowdy Rebel said, and honestly, like, if he would've did what Rowdy Rebel would've said, like came outside and point a gun and don't shoot, that's kind of stupid, you know? You would die, for real, for real. Put another gun, don't use it.
Yeah, man.
I feel you though. Hold on. So you know what actually got you into the music shit? Cause you know, before you had got locked up, I was seeing you going crazy, dropping songs, all type of shit. You had some songs of Rome, you had some songs of your own, your shit was doing numbers.
I ain't gonna lie, like, it'll really be, like, I would really have to say, like, I really just walked into it, like, Rome, that's my boy, like, I used to go to the studio with him a lot. Like, I'd be in the studio with him a lot. Sometimes it'd be like, you know, them late nights, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, like, we ain't going home, cause he in the studio all night, working. You know what I'm saying? It got to the point, like, he just, like, just drop something, just say some shit, you know? And I'm like, man, I ain't finna just be saying shit. And he like, nah, just try it. You see what I'm saying? I tried some shit. And motherfuckers said they liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think it was cause it was that raw neither. I really think it's cause
I was fucking with him, bro. Even we wasn't really even talking like that. I was fucking with the shit.
I think it's cause I just, at the time, like, I was trench popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was popping in the trenches. So it was like, even though the rap probably wasn't that good, the trenches, like, took to that shit, like, damn, he talking this shit, whoa, you know? That's really what I think it was, but that's probably, but like, really, my biggest push, like, cause even still after that, I wasn't taking that shit serious, I ain't gonna count, but like, Zack, my brother, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace, ZackTv, like,
Zack.
That really, like, that's my boy, you know what I'm saying, a real good nigga, like, that's a genuine nigga, you see what I'm saying, and like, he was one of my biggest pushers, like one of my biggest motherfuckers in my ear, like, man, this what you need to do. This all you need to do is just rap, just try it. And even still, when I wasn't gonna take the shit serious, he didn't let up. Like, he wasn't taking no. Like, he kept pushing me, like, kept pushing. Like, even when I was locked up, he like, man, no matter what you do, just keep writing. Ooh, like, good nigga, man, rest in peace, Zack. But like, when I got the news that he got killed, like, it was fucked up. You see what I'm saying? Cause like, that was also another motherfucker, like, I used to talk to on a day-to-day basis. Like, this was my real brother, you know? Like, this one nigga, when I was in the joint, like, he made sure that I had. You see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even have to call and beg and plead, like, man, I need some money, bro. Woo. Like, he'll reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, whoever this is on bro page, man, tell him call my motherfucking phone. You know what I'm saying? Tell him I got a new number. Or tell him I just sent them 300-400. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never had to do none of that. And it's like, damn, he died. And in my mind, the only thing that stuck with me was how he was pushing for me with the music shit. So it's like, I kind of felt like I owed him that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I owe him that favor. Like, this all he want to see me do is win. You feel me? Like, he want to see me win. He used to talk about that shit all the time. Like, you ain't gotta do the trenches no more. Woo out the band, you know, like, you did enough. Like, motherfuckers know what's to you. They know how you coming, woo. Like, you got a different outlet, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to utilize this shit to the best of your ability, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I really just felt like I owed him, you know what I'm saying? From all the times I'd have been locked up and going through shit, like, he was somebody that was really in my corner, gang, like, one of my biggest supporters. So it was like, this how I feel like I can pay him back, you know what I'm saying, by doing this shit, so. That's what it is.
That's thorough too. Like, I heard, like, same way with Vaughn, I heard that same thing with Zack a lot of times. Like, a lot of people, they said, like, he pushed him and helped him. Like, I even seen him help a little boy. It was a video going viral. I don't know if you remember seeing it or if he was locked up.
He was locked up, gang.
Yeah. A little shorty outside, bottle of liquor in his hand. Young as hell, 13 or 9 or some shit, I think.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I heard about that video.
And bro took him shopping, trying to push him the right way type shit.
Man, Zack, that's another one, man. Zack ain't got a slam ball bone in his body. Like, that's a nigga, he'll take his coat off his back for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't give no fuck who you is or none of that. Long as he see you on some genuine shit, you know, like, he gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? 100%. He gonna fuck with you and he gonna push you to do whatever it is you trying to do. Like, he gonna push you to be the best at it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's up? Real
good nigga. Like, he never lied to me, never, like I say, it ain't never been nothing fool about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Zack always been locked in. Like, if for y'all who don't know, like, Zack always been locked in with real members. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see the same thing with him and Rome, like pushing him. Like, that's the reason I knew who Rome was. I'm seeing Zack, Rome, freestyle, going crazy.
Yeah. And like, Zack, even though he always been locked in with the members the way he have, like, Zack he ain't never chased that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Zack was going hood to hood, going on all these different niggas' block. He interviewing niggas ops. But one thing about Zack, he wasn't never like doing nothing slimy. He wasn't no dropping no niggas' locations or getting no backdoor shit with nobody, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, he never came like that. So the trenches started to grow a respect for him, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I really respected about him, just to touch on, like, Zack always been a leader. He always had his own mind. Like, he had stomped down killers around him. You see what I'm saying? Zack never portrayed to be nothing that he wasn't. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's from where he's from. And he know he fuck with who he fuck with. Like, his everyday homies is real live members. Niggas who he be with every day is stomp down members, you know what I'm saying? But Zack never tried to give off the impression like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, or, you know what I'm saying? He never ever Zack do Zack. You see what I'm saying? And I respect niggas like that the most. Cause a lot of these niggas ain't like that. A lot of these niggas follow the leader ass niggas, you know? Like, they monkey see, monkey do. They do whatever they see the next motherfucker doing.
Yeah. Like, honestly, if Zack ain't do what he did, I couldn't do what I did. Cause, like, I wouldn't have went out working with people over here and over there and over there and taking that chance. And, you know, but, like, once I seen he did it and it worked and I seen how he did, I knew, like, all right.
It gave motherfucker that motivation.
Yeah. Not even really motivation. It just showed me, like, this the way. You know? Like, just be thorough, be 100. Like, cause I'm thinking, like, before then, I wasn't even thinking about doing interviews, but, like, as doing them, when I was planning, like, to do it and shit, I'm thinking, like, how to go about this shit.
Right.
So I don't wanna not fuck with certain people.
Right.
Then that make people think it's more than what it is. So, and fucking with everybody, but once I seen he did it and I seen how he did it, I'm like, all right, I see how you do it. So,
yes. Zack was different
for this shit. So I feel like he probably had to go through way more than what I had to, because when you the first to do something, you got to go through all the, you know, the little bumps and bruises to build that name and build that respect.
Yeah, Zack had a lot of backlash about a lot of shit, you know. Like how you say you was going through shit, you bumping heads with niggas because you doing interviews with they ops and all that type of shit. Like,
yeah, probably worse.
We used to get a lot of calls about that shit, but like niggas knew like, we ain't gonna really play with dude because he got steppers behind him, you know what I'm saying? But like a lot of times, like it'd been a lot of times like motherfuckers then called us asking about Zack. And a lot of motherfuckers know like, yeah, that's bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, despite what he doing or whatever he got going on with his professional shit, like that's one of ours. Like you probably look at him like he not a killer or he don't portray to be a street nigga or, you know what I'm saying? None of that, like he ain't gotta do none of that. He one of ours, we fuck with him, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's that. You do something to him, we gonna come, you feel me? And it's kind of like that's how it was for a long time. A lot of niggas he was really locked in with, like, start getting locked up, you know, going to jail, dying off and shit like that. But like Zack still helped a lot of people. He still had a lot of good people, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that had that genuine love for him out here.
So what you got planned next as far as like music wise? Like you got any like mixtapes you working on, singles, shit like that?
Oh yeah, man, I got some shit going on right now. I got some shit finna be dropping soon, like the next week or so. My little first day out shit, y'all know I'm fresh back, you know? Fresh back out here. Gotta do my shit how I do it. So I got my Get Back single finna drop. That's what it's called, Get Back, the Get Back. I'm finna drop a visual to it, you know, all that type of shit. That's dropping soon. Motherfucking, I got an EP I'm working on. I really got a lot of unreleased shit. Like, I'll be going to the studio sometimes and I just be in that bitch and I probably make like 3-4 songs sometimes, like back to back, like, and I won't drop none of it. You know what I'm saying? So I still got a lot of fucking music. Before I just got locked up last year, I got a lot of shit that I already recorded, but I never dropped. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I really got a lot of shit, a lot of heat I'm finna drop.
So you already ready? You just basically got to get the videos and.
That's it.
So you was the last person that, you was the last person that had a video move up, right? Yeah. Well, like right before we got locked up?
Yeah.
So, you know, how was that, like, having a song like that and then seeing that happen soon after?
Yeah, like, that's shit, back to back. Like, I had free folks, free move up, you already know, free to get back. But like, yeah, that shit happened back to back. Like, we dropped our video, bam, look up, Fizz get him. Look up right after that, I get bumped for a pipe, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it just was quick, you know what I'm saying? Like back to back, shit was so hot, you feel me? Like, but even still, like from there, I had another visual that I was working on, some shit I dropped called Vibes. That shit out right now too, on all platforms and shit too. But I had that I was working on already, and it was kind of like I already put together and shit like that. So, you know, once I got booked, I had a no bond for like the first 6.5 months. They wouldn't give me a bond. You see what I'm saying? So I ended up just telling the dude, the cameraman, like, man, go ahead and edit whatever little scenes and shit you got and go and put that shit out there too. And then I had a lot of other shit, like a lot of different singles that I was gonna start dropping, but I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna hold off until I get out, you know what I'm saying? So I could really like push this shit and do it how I really wanna do it.
So, you know, it seemed like either, I don't know if like the police be on you heavy or like it just be like, you know, the life you live, like it's gonna cause that type of shit. But like with you doing that song with Muap and now seeing like how the shit played out and seeing like the feds is on him, do you feel like it might make you hotter, like on some, they wanna get on everybody next to the motherfucker type shit, or do you feel like it's just like random shit that happened type shit?
I mean, I don't know, gang. You know, them people play it how they play it, you know, like, they play this shit how they play that shit for real. You just really, like with that type of shit, you really just gotta know how to keep your nose clean for real, you know? Yeah. Like, you just gotta move a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? And carry yourself a certain type of way. You ain't really gotta worry about certain shit.
Yeah. Cause you know, a lot of shit, it just be wrong place, wrong time shit. But then some shit, you could feel when a motherfucker targeting you, like they just.
Oh yeah, you know, they know, like one thing about the rack, even with CPD, like, let's just say for example, CPD, like, all these hoods, all these different districts, they know who the members is. Like they know what's going on. So like, I can get locked up, I'm from the Hundreds, but I can get locked up in O Block somewhere. So if I get locked up in O Block, now they gonna take me to 71st and Cottage more than likely. These people in here know who I am though. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. They gonna get that, damn, that's Wacko, what you doing down here?
On the songs and all.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? They know, like they be knowing what the fuck be going on, like, and it really be these police ass niggas for real, like, I ain't gonna cop, it be these niggas for real, like, these niggas be tweaking with that cop shit, but you know, that's another story.
Yeah. Well, I done been on people blocks, like shooting videos, and the police pull up tweaking with the rappers, like, yeah, I heard that last shit you dropped that. Yeah, so did this. Like, yeah, we hear that shit, keep going crazy and pull it off.
Yeah, especially like if your block really got that shit going on, like if they know y'all really like active and it's going on, like y'all really like pushing that shit, like they gonna know everything y'all got going on for real. But most of the time it be these police ass niggas. Niggas be talking too much in these songs and on the blogs and shit too, like niggas be chasing that shit for real. Like, don't no nigga who out here killing people supposed to take to the internet and say he killing people. You see what I'm saying? Like, that ain't, like, me personally growing up in the trenches, like that always been an unspoken. Like, we used to get fucked up for doing certain shit, like seeing the wrong. We couldn't even play the internet like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, the guys that get on your ass, your homie number get on your ass, like, boy, what's to you? You know, like, nowadays, like, this the clout era, gang. Like, everything for clout. You feel me? So these niggas they ain't got no problem with taking to the internet like, oh yeah, we just killed woo woo. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh that was folks work. You know, like what type of goofy shit is that?
Yeah.
So like niggas bring a lot of that heat on themselves too. You feel me? Because it be shit going on out here and like it be really going on and niggas don't even be knowing who be doing that shit for real. Like, and you rapping or your homie rapping about that shit, now it's like y'all chasing that shit, but your homie finna get either smoked or locked up for a murder that he didn't even do. You see what I'm saying? All because y'all chasing that shit, or you want to take to the internet and say this or say that. You know, now of course they on y'all block every day. Y'all telling y'all that y'all kill people. Of course they on y'all block every day. That's common sense. You know what I'm saying?
So how you feel about like you know when maybe like it'd be like a rapper and they blogging, but they talking about like stuff that a person that passed away did.
I mean, to each his own. Like you can't lock a dead man up. You feel me? Like you can't lock up a person that passed away. So it's like, cool, whatever. Me, I just don't believe in speaking on that type of shit. That's just me. I'm not talking about who did what. I don't even want to know who did what. You smoke the motherfucker, keep it to yourself. I don't want to know nothing about it. Nothing. You know, even if it's my own guys. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't really be wanting to know. Like, I don't want to know nothing about none of that. You feel me? Like, I don't be caring to know. Like, and these niggas that be blogging, saying certain shit, like, me personally, I don't think certain shit for the internet. I'm not gonna cap with you or nothing. Like, I ain't gonna fake it. I don't think certain shit be for the internet. Like, our folks kill woo woo. It ain't nobody business who killed woo woo. That's his business. He did not let him take his secrets with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nigga be so busy chasing that shit, they want a motherfucker to know, like, yeah, we did this, we did that. The trenches talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta chase that shit and let a motherfucker know what's going on. Like, the streets know what's going on. You know?
Yeah.
The streets know what's going on.
So, you know, I be hearing, like, y'all don't really get along with, like, Lil Mouse, Top Shot, and no hood, shit like that. Was that some shit that, like, was inherited, or was that some shit, like, that happened, like, within y'all generation?
Nah, that was really, like, some inherited shit, you know? Like, that shit been going on forever. Like, since we was kids, that shit been going on. You feel me? So it's like, that shit just never end, and, like, that's just some shit that never end, like. Ville and 119th would just never see eye to eye. Like, I don't give a fuck what's going on. Like, that shit, it's too many people dead. Like, it's too much bloodshed. Like, you know, and then there's families involved. Like, that shit just like a, what you call that? Like a generation type thing. Like, that shit just passed down. Now you look up, I'd have been gone, I come home. It's shit shorties I knew since this big. They don't even know why this shit going on. I know they don't know why it's going on, because I ain't even know why it was going on. Mm-hmm. I just knew it was fuck them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, before them said fuck them niggas, that's that. Like, it was fuck them niggas, that's that, you know? Like, now we grow up going to schools, different schools and shit. Now we fighting with they shorties and, you know what I'm saying? Just all that type of shit. And it just, that shit keep going, you know? Like, that shit will never stop for real.
So, you know, how does that feel? Because it's like, now, you know, with you being grown, I know, like, it's you got real reasons now. You know, like, now it's like, even though it's inherited, it is what it is, because what happened. How is it knowing, like, really, like, this really over some shit that has, I ain't gonna say nothing to do with you because you're from here, but really nothing to do with you when you want to be real, like, and this going on every neighborhood with all our black people, you know, it's like, it's some shit that just can't end, and it don't make sense for real. It's really fucked up, like.
I say, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I get what you're saying, like, so you saying, like, now that a motherfucker a little older and see shit a little different, like, how I feel to know, like, I done went to war with these niggas, all type of shit about some shit I didn't even know why I started or what was going on, right?
Yeah.
I mean, of course you gon', I mean, you know, if you know, you know, like, if you got the brain to realize that shit, then you realize it, but then it's like, it's too much, then, you know, too much shit that went on now on BD, like, that shit. It's all bad, Jack, you know? And some shit just ain't no coming back from. You feel me? Like, by the time you look up and realize that shit, it's like, damn, he dead. They clapped his mama, his sister, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, even though this shit over a bitch, or even though this shit over whatever, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that's what it's over, but I'm just saying, like, whatever the situation may be, you might be like, damn, this shit all over some pussy, but it's like, damn, I done lost folks behind this shit, I done lost bro behind this shit. Shit, dude didn't want me dead. I done fucked him up. I done fucked they homies up. You know, like, and now it's like shit. you gotta, that shit really just stuck with you now. Like you just still gotta move a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, like me, like you will never like catch me. I don't give a fuck what you say, how you say it, how you put it, none of that shit. Like, yeah, I still go to my hood, I still spin through, slide through, you know, go out the band, might go over certain motherfuckers' cribs, but like, you'll never catch me standing outside on the block just dangling, kicking it like this 07. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll just never see that because I know I'm 1,000 points. I'm 1,000 points. I'm worth too much. You see what I'm saying? All the shit I done did, like, what? You know, it's like, motherfucker gonna do whatever to get to a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I keep that in my mind. I keep that in my mind at all times. I still move how I move. I still, you know, like I say, like it's up. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no secret or, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no change in the shit that then went on, but it's like, I'm chasing a sack now. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of motherfuckers they don't even understand because they used to me being like the retarded one out the bus. Like, damn, this nigga really wild. Like he be twigging. But now it's like, all that time and shit I done did, gang, and all the shit that done happened, all my homies, like, I got real brothers, and, you know, people I love that's not here no more. You see what I'm saying? Behind that shit, and they be like, don't get me wrong, I feel how I feel about that shit, and I'ma always stand on it with an iron fist on BD. Like, I'ma stand on that shit with an iron fist on bro, but at the same time, it's like, I really just be on a different type of time now. Like, I be chasing money, like, really, like, y'all can hide that shit, but y'all can't hide that shit, you know? Like, I'm gonna chase this sack, get my shit in order, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, because this really what this shit about. If it ain't about no money, like, this shit don't make sense. You feel like it don't make sense? Like, I was the shorty that never wanted no money, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never used to want no money. Like, I had niggas that was around me, you know what I'm saying, cousins, brother, you know what I'm saying, all kind of motherfuckers that was hustling motherfuckers. But I just never wasn't really good at that. Like, I was just wanting to do hot shit. Like, that was what I was into. But now that I know, like, damn, I get locked up behind this shit, like, I need a lawyer. I need bond money. I was just locked up for a pipe. I had a no bond for damn near 7 months and then got a $500,000 bond. You feel what I'm saying? When I did get a bond, so it's like, lawyer 10, 15,000, you need commissary, you need this, you need that, you gotta talk on the phone. You see what I'm saying, gang? So it's like, shit like that dawned on me, like, don't nothing come before this sack. You see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't chasing these niggas no more. I done did like everything under the sun it is to do to them. You see what I'm saying? Like, they don't like me, I don't like them. We got a mutual understanding. You feel me? So now it's like, I can't even do nothing. Like, I can't even be into it with them without no money. You see what I'm saying? Like, everything that I'm doing or anything that I could think about regarding this shit, this block and all this shit that's going on, like, it revolved back to me having a bag. You feel me? So that made me think like, damn, I gotta get in my bag, for real. Like, I gotta really get in my bag. So I came home 2020, and I just started really just focusing on my bag, just getting in my bag, and like, that's really where my mind just got stuck on. Like, you know, I see these niggas, whatever, you know, they know, when they see me, they know what's up with me. I see them, I know what's up. You know, it's most of the time, you know, motherfucker might try to talk or, you know, whatever, you know how that shit be going. You catch a nigga out of bounds, but for the most part, like, it just turned into the money with me, gang. Like, I ain't gonna cap. Like, it's all about the sack with me now, for real.
Yeah, I honestly think, I ain't gonna say it's the way to escape it, but it's the way to make shit better. Cause like, if you really look at this shit, it's like we everybody like in a cycle. Like, as far as black people, like, once you get in this shit, you gotta carry a gun. But most likely, the police been on your ass since a shorty, you already got felonies. So it's like either jail or die. Like, it's just, and I feel like they really set that shit up that way, you know?
Yeah, it is fucked up, cause it's like, man, they know how these trenches get, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't go to none of these white people neighborhoods and see 2 teens shot fatally, you know what I'm saying? One of them 36 times, nigga hit 60 times in this shit in front of the county jail, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is really for real. You see what I'm saying? Like, the rack is really trenches, like, for real. So it's like, that shit really eat or get ate. So, you know, my motto always been since I was a shorty, shit, I'd rather get caught with that bitch than without it. Shit, that's why I got so many gun cases. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been a fan to let nobody do nothing to me, you know what I'm saying? Or nobody around me. You see what I'm saying? Like, every time that I never not had my pipe, something fucked up that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, something real fucked up that happened either to me or to somebody close to me. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, them people don't really, like, they don't give no fuck about that shit, gang. They ain't gotta deal with that shit. Like, they ain't gotta
They ain't walking out their door every day to motherfucker blowing them down or blowing their mama crib down, or you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't understand where they put your mind at, like where they take your brain to. Like, damn, I gotta walk my little brother to school. Or damn, when me and folks walk to school in the morning, like, these niggas might bend through, you know what I'm saying? Like, something might happen. It's liable to happen, you feel me? Motherfucker really just wants you to be a statistic for real, cause it's like, if you get bumped with the pipe, you going to jail, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker trying to take your freedom for you, but it's like, if you get caught without your pipe, you could be an innocent motherfucker walking down the street and get caught, you know what I'm saying? Wrong place, wrong time, motherfucker toss you down. Now it's like, damn, you dead or you somewhere fucked up behind nothing, and all because you couldn't have your pipe to protect yourself, you know what I'm saying? You just assed out for real, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you said, they set that shit up like that, gang. Like, that shit fucked up for real. And they don't get no fuck, gang.
Yeah. So, you know, with knowing that, like, you ever had thoughts of leaving the city, and not necessarily like leaving your people, but you know, when you own money and you making money, once people get on that same mindset, a lot of things motherfuckers into, motherfuckers are kind of, you know, you kind of could change a motherfucking mind. Once you start making money, you show motherfuckers how to start making money, like, everything look different. You see life from a whole nother perspective type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, would you say, like, that's your plan? Like,
yeah, but yeah and no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get me wrong, like, I love the rack. I love the fuck out the rack. Like, this is all I know. It ain't all I know, but it's all I know. Like, this is what, when you think about all your everything, shit, your cries, your struggle, everything you done been through in your life, like me anyway, I can speak for myself. Like, when I think about my whole life, it'd be like, damn, the trenches. My man automatically go to the trenches. You see what I'm saying? Like, it automatically go to the trenches. Because even though I had a lot of fucked up times, I had a lot of good times there too. I fucked my first little hoes, you know what I'm saying? Got fly, hit me a little lick for the first time, put that shit on, I ain't dirty no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, seen the attention I get when I do that. So it's like, I just, all that kind of shit, like, happy times and bad times in my life. You see what I'm saying? Every time I think about my shit, it just go to the trenches. Like, every little thing, like, all the people I love, my guys, from whether it be in my blood brothers and sisters or my brothers and sisters off the block, you know what I'm saying? Like, my family that I done adopted over the years, it's just like, I can't really leave that shit behind like that, you know? Like, I can't leave that behind, because I know when I ain't have no money, I ain't understand money. Like, I ain't understand, when I get some money, like, instead of me sitting on the block every day, like, I go to out of town, I might be out of town, I might sit at a 5-star brunch spot or some shit like this. Now, this how I kick it now. You see what I'm saying? At a rooftop somewhere. This ain't no shit I ever even found of myself doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never had shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now that I see how that shit changed my man, I know it could change the man, the other motherfuckers, you know, like my peoples that's still out there, you know, cause they still there. And unless a motherfucker hit the lottery or some shit like that or get rich out the blue, motherfucker gonna still be there, you know? And I love the fuck out my people. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, and I never change on them or switch them out, you know what I'm saying, for no amount of money or none of that shit. Like, that's just some shit I can't do, you feel me? So I leave chasing money, I might be out of town, I might be outside the rack, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's true, I can't really focus on the rack, cause I be having so much going on. Like, I gotta watch every car, watch the mirrors, I gotta watch for the jakes, high speed, you know, it's just goofy shit, you know, I'm gonna say less, but it just be so much shit going on all at one time that I can't really focus on getting my sack for real. So it's like, I gotta move around. I had to realize, like, I gotta move around. I gotta take a break from this shit. Like, that's only how I'm gonna be able to run it up and keep my mind focused. Other than that, when I'm in the trenches, I know where my mind gonna go to, because this is all I really know for real. So once I'm close by and I can get the opportunity to do that same old shit I used to do, that's what I'm gonna go do. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
nah, what you was about to say?
I was just gonna say, like, to really fully, like, answer the question, like, it's like, yeah and no. Like I said, hell yeah, of course I want a crib somewhere in Cali somewhere, you know, like all that. Yeah, I want all that, out the swap, but I still love my home. You see what I'm saying? Because this is all I really got. This is all I got. This is all I ever had. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'ma always miss being here. Like, my people, all that shit. Like, if I can't take them all with me, I ain't gonna let a motherfucker hold me back from getting in a better position. But if I can't take them all with me, I gotta make a way so I can come back and get a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, I feel you though, cause like even me standing out there, that's how I feel. It's just like everything's still here.
Everything's
like,
still here.
Motherfucker that, but everything really, yeah.
Bro.
But it's like you gotta discipline yourself type shit. You gotta really force yourself to and look at the bigger picture. It's hard though, but it's really what you gotta do.
That'd be the hardest part.
I like being here better, honestly. Like,
yeah.
I force myself to be that. People like, oh yeah, it's nice palm trees. Like, all that shit is cool, but like, it's still, motherfucker wanna be here. It's weird though, cause when I was here, I was thinking the other way around.
I don't know. See, like, I like that shit cause I get a peace of mind. You feel me?
That's the good part.
That's the only thing that I get out being OT somewhere. I get a peace of mind. Like, when I'm up here, I don't get no sleep. I don't get no peace of mind cause when I'm outside, I'm moving around. Like I say, I gotta watch every car. I gotta watch that cut. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta watch for the jakes. I gotta do all type of shit. I gotta keep my scrap 24/7. You know, like all that, like all this shit playing part, and you still gotta make time to do what it really is that you're trying to do to make the better situation. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that if you got all this shit going on. If I'm steady shooting at niggas out there, niggas shooting at me out there, how the fuck is I finna get some money? I can't, especially not no money worth having. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like if you feel like you trying to be something though, if you really is trying to win or get your shit together, like it ain't nothing wrong with moving around. I ain't never been like, I ain't gonna listen to no dumbass nigga let a nigga make me feel bad for moving around. You feel me? Like I done did everything it is to do here in this city besides be rich. Anything you can think about in this rack, like my shit valid. Like you run my name, it's valid. You see what I'm saying? Anything a motherfucker trying to do in this city ain't in the rack, I done did already, besides be rich. And now that's something that I want, but I really can't get it here. You see what I'm saying? Every time you look up, you getting a phone call. They just did woo. Or so-and-so just happened. Or this person just got shot. You feel me? Now that take your mind to where it's like, damn, even though I'm trying to be a better person or something, like, I'm still that call guy, I'm still that nigga. Or my heart gonna still tell me like, even though you don't fuck with them like that, or even though you don't be around them niggas like that, like damn, they just did X, Y, and Z to phone them. Me, I'm the type of nigga, I'ma do me. You see what I'm saying? I'ma do me. It probably be on the low, whatever it is, you know, but I move how I move. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'ma pop up, be around, do whatever I'ma do, whoop, wop, and I'm gone again. You feel me? But like, I can't let this shit swallow me up though. Damn. Can't let this shit swallow me up. Cause this shit will swallow you up. There's a lot of niggas in this city, like in Iraq, that have good ass potential, do a lot of shit, but they be scared to let go of certain people or certain places, you know what I'm saying? That shit'll hold you back. You'll never have shit. Half the people you be trying to hold on to anyway don't really be giving a fuck about you for real. But for them few good people, my just like genuine motherfuckers that genuine fuck with me, genuine I fuck with them. You know, we keep it a buck, keep it 100 grand. Like, I can't leave my people. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Like, I got people. I go out of town. I do what I do. Come back like, and I kick that shit all out. You feel me? I make sure everybody, like all my people, I make sure get it. Even if it's just a little portion, I make sure everybody gets something. You see what I'm saying? And that's just for me to make me know like I'm doing something. I'm trying. You see what I'm saying? I probably ain't got the money to take everybody out this shit right now with me, but at least I could put a motherfucker in a better position, you know what I'm saying, and try to do something better, you know?
What's up? I remember you had spoke on like out of town having peace of mind and shit like that. And the situation I was thinking about when we was in school, you actually went to school with people that was from your op neighborhood. Like, how was that? Like going to school knowing the situation with y'all neighborhood, and you ever like worried about like leaving school and coming to school, shit like that?
No, like, I ain't gonna lie, gang, like, me and my homies, like growing up, like we was the ass kickers. You see what I'm saying? Like, we was the problems for real, you know, like, and niggas who know that, like niggas who went to school with us, niggas who was getting into it with us, all that, like, you know, don't get me wrong, like we was into it with niggas, like, that was doing they shit too at times, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, we ain't never been that. Like, we always been the pushers, for real. So like, going to school with niggas like, say I'm 13, 14 maybe, you know what I'm saying, freshman, whatever. At this time, I'm already playing with guns. You see what I'm saying? I was already in the streets. Like, I was bad as hell already. So other shorties that was probably my age, yeah, he might be a op, but he ain't on what I'm on. Like, this ain't no nigga I'm looking for. Like, I know his big homies and shit like that. Like, them the niggas I be in tour with. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, that's kind of how it was for me, for the most part. Except like, now Finger was different because you had all type of motherfuckers from all different type of hoods. You feel me? Like, Finger, that bitch just going up at will. You feel me? Like, one day y'all hood might be cool with these niggas, then you look up the next day, y'all fighting with these niggas, you know? But like, we was always good because Finger always been our school, you know, that's like right in our shit. So like, we wasn't never really worried about shit. Like, any motherfucker went there really had to check in with us for real. Like, so it was like, I was always cool with the school shit. It ain't really bother me.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, what was the impact your neighborhood had on Finger?
Whew. Man. That's really a good ass question because it's like, Finger was like the closest high school for a lot of hoods, like I say, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, you got our hood, which was the majority, which was always the majority. Like, we always had that bitch because it's right here, you know what I'm saying? We right here. So we couldn't help but be 1,000 deep in this bitch, but then you got the ops go here from here, you got these niggas from there go here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got all these different hoods and you mixing them in one, you see what I'm saying? In this one little ass school. And it was like, I would say our neighborhood, shit on BD, we really set the totem, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really set the totem for that shit. Like, don't play with us, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't play with us, like, don't tweak with us up here, like, this is really us, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't play with us. And it's like, I would say that neighborhood really kind of fucked Finger up in a way too, because like the high school right here, then we walk outside the high school, bam, you're in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? You walk 2 blocks this way, 1 block that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you right here. And like, it's really right here. So it's like motherfucker getting blew down out the school, you know, just all type of shit, like everything going on. As soon as you walk outside this door, you in the trenches. So you might have a nigga right here, he's selling weed. You got 3, 4, 5, 6 niggas, matter of fact, they all selling weed right here. You got niggas coming up here trying to bag little bitches out the school. I know I used to, especially when I was suspended. You feel me? Like, and it's like, you know, you might see some niggas, you know, motherfucker might come up to school, they got their pipe, niggas sliding their pipes in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Just, it used to go on, you feel me? It's like, that area, I love the fuck out that area. I ain't even gonna cap with you, I can't even fake it with you or nothing. Like, that area made me who I am, gang. Like, Finger just always been fucked since I was you know, Finger always been fucked. I mean, like, Finger ain't stand a chance.
I remember that situation. I don't know if we was in high school and that shit happened, but somebody had died with the 2x4 incident.
Oh yeah, that was Darion.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Darion and shit. Yeah, that was shit. Yeah, that prime example. Like, see, like, a lot of my homies like got wrapped up with that shit, you know, like, so it was like, a lot of them still gone, you know what I'm saying? Like my homie Eric, like he the main person like that they tried to paint out on that shit. Like, I don't know, like if you seen the video of the nigga with the little twisties with the little red jacket on and shit.
I ain't seen it so long, but
yeah,
I remember the video though.
Yeah, but like Darion wasn't our op, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people probably look at that and think like, oh, the VO killed Darion. Whoa, nah, like Darion was never our op. Like, we fucked with Darion. You see what I'm saying? Like, we fucked with Darion. We fucked with the Trey. Like, we wasn't never in tour with them or nothing. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, that was really just like some mistake shit. You feel me? Like, you got a bunch of wild ass shorties out here brawling, you know what I'm saying? Fighting like a motherfucker. Like, you probably got over 100 motherfuckers out here fighting. Like, the police can't even stop this shit. It's so wild. Like, the police can't even shut this shit down. So it's like motherfuckers just really just fighting and swinging from, you know, every which direction and shit like that. So it's like, fucked up shit be happening. Like, that was a fuck. Yeah, that was freshman year. That was 09. I was 09, 09. I was freshman year. That was 09. My homie been gone there since. My homie Eric, he been gone there since for that shit.
So how you feel about like the backdoor shit that's going on in the streets?
Man, like that shit going on everywhere. You know, like that shit ain't going on everybody blocks, everybody hoods, but it's really cause like shit done changed. You know what I'm saying? Like shit changed so much. Like it's the clout era. Like that's what I call it. I don't know how nobody else feel about it. I call it the clout era. Like every motherfucker want to be somebody, and not even somebody. Everybody want to be a killer. Every motherfucker want. I don't know where they get this crazy shit from. Like on the guys, like every motherfucker want to be known as the nigga who get wild. You see what I'm saying? Like nobody just regular no more. Don't nobody just fuck hoes and be fly. And nobody just a ball player no more. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't none of that shit no more. Like everybody got a strap. Everybody a killer now. And the backdoor shit is so different because these niggas willing to smoke the motherfucker sitting right next to him just to get a name. You see what I'm saying? Like these niggas will shoot their homie right inside this shit for nothing. Just to be like, yeah, I'm a killer. Just so everybody else could be like, yeah, shorty get busy. He get wild. Like that's really how this shit going on, gang. Like, and it's fucked up. Cause you got a lot of these goofy ass niggas out here, like from the wars back then, like 2010, 2011 that went on. Like a lot of them real members, they died or got locked up. Like niggas ain't never coming home no more and shit like that. So it's like, when that shit did happen, you got the niggas who was never really nobody. They was basically like the bench warmers, you feel me? These was the niggas who was left out here for these shorties to look up to and shit. So it's like, once that shit happened, like they fucked them up, gang. Like.
So, you know, before we close out, is there any messages you want to put out, shout outs, anything like that?
Yeah, like really like, just get in your bag, man, for real. Like for all you shorties, like all the generation and shit like that, man. Like, I'm for them grade, man. Like don't let these niggas trick y'all, man. Don't let these niggas trick y'all out this shit, man. Y'all got a chance out, shorty, for real. Like, I'm for the grade. To all the members, you know, like free the guys, of course. You know, long live the guys ain't here, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit. Like, shout out to all the niggas that's really, like, still thorough out here, that still coming how they supposed to come, rock how they supposed to rock. Like, all this backdoor shit and all these weird ass niggas out here, man. Like, for real, like, fucking feed them beans. Like, I hope all them bitches die out, you know, like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking like that on your channel, but, like, I hate that shit, man, for real. Like, this shit got the trenches, like, fucked up, but I got a bunch of new shit coming on the way, y'all already know, man. Shout out to the guys, you already know, OTL, free to get back, free WAP, free everybody, free all the guys, and shit, motherfucker just really finna get into this shit, you know? Finna take out.
Let everybody know how to get with you on social media.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Wacko Drama OTL _5 Life. You know what I'm saying? Wacko Drama on YouTube. All platforms, Wacko Drama, Facebook, all that shit, you know, however you trying to get up with me, same shit, you know what I'm saying? Just subscribe to my channel. I got a bunch of new heat dropping, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything, really just everything for real. Like, tap in from the fucking streets up.
Okay. Appreciate you for coming through too, my boy.
You already know I love y'all. Tap in. Fuck with my boy 16 Shot Visualz. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
Okay.